Hey there, guys. It's Mia here. I am so excited. I'm excited about this topic today. I'm going to talk about simply how to get in position to hit $100,000 or more for quarter one, the first quarter of the year. All right. Now's the time, now, not in 2 weeks, is the time to start thinking about how to do exactly that. I'm Mia Redrick, business and life consultant, and I got started my company over 20 years ago. And I support women who are smart, sharp, who are highly actionable, and they want to package what they know as a coach or consultant. They want to change the trajectory of their life. They want to change the way that they work. They want to own their time. They want to own what's really great about them and monetize that. So today, what I'm going to talk about very simply over the next couple of minutes, and I know it's going to shake your shoulders a bit because you've been thinking about running this business and launching this business or growing your business. And the first quarter is going to set the tone for the entire year. It's the reason why I do what I do. I'm so excited to be able to work with women who want it and who believe that the things that they see in their mind's eye are possible because it is. All right. So today we're going to talk about three things that I know for sure, having coached thousands of women in my business, on how they can hit six figures in 3 little months, just 3 simple months and 90 little days. I'm going to break that down for you. So I want to say, if you're watching this right now, a couple of things that you need to do. One, I use note cards. That's what my notes are for this live. But also, you might want to have a note card or get a notebook, because this is going to be transformative for you if you're ready to change your trajectory. Now, I want you to think about this for a minute. Imagine this. Imagine if you hit six figures in the first quarter of this year, and you do that every single quarter. That's $400,000, right? So what I'm going to share with you tonight is going to set the tone and set the stage on how to do exactly that. And it's going to shift you. So it's really important to take notes and hear this, but then go back and rewatch it, rewind it, rewatch it again, because I want you in position. Now, the thing is, people who hit their goals, who achieve their results, they're different. They're not looking to start in January. They're not looking to start the end of January. They're not waiting for January 1st to be the day that they journal and they vision. I know, listen, I know that so many people this time of the year, what are you doing? You're shopping, you're buying presents, you're still trying to meet those Amazon orders. I know, okay. But the fact of the matter is, what you want to focus on is being able to build a business that can stabilize your life, that can create the change that will allow you to be the giver that you desire to be forever from this moment forward. And that requires the very first thing, which is intention. That's the name of my car. My car, I don't know if your car has a name. If it does, put it here in the chat. But my car's name is Intention. And everywhere I go, I drive intention, because what I've recognized in my life is that the things I'm intentional about are the things that happen, not the things that I wish for, the things that I hope for, the things that I kind of want, the things that I'm like would be nice. No, the things that I intend are the things that I become highly actionable around. My actions support my intentions. And it is the reason why I've been able to, from my work life 20 years ago, my work life is completely unrecognizable because I intended to change my life. Now, this isn't going to be a conversation for those of you who you don't have self-belief, you don't want change, you don't believe in self-investment, because all the things that I had to do involved investing in myself at the highest level, to choosing a mentor who was free, because if you weren't free, you couldn't teach me. I didn't chase anything that was shiny. I wanted to work with people who I thought were what I called solid. They were solid individuals, and they weren't selling me gloss. I wanted to know for sure that I had capacity to be able to build a business, work from the comfort of my home, or anywhere that I wanted in the world. And I knew that I couldn't do that with anything that was just packaged as fluff. So all of the mentors that I've worked with over the last 20 years, and there have been tons of them, have all been free. And there's no surprise that I've been a full-time entrepreneur for over 20 years, working from the comfort of my home. How about that? So I've been in business about 24 years, right? So what I'm going to share with you right now, if you're ready, I want you to write, I'm ready. Even if you're watching the replay, because a lot of you guys watch the replay, because I never announce when I'm going to go live, because it's just what I want to share from my heart. The very first thing is get your intentions right. It cannot be that you want to be a success in business and you have no intentionality around it. If I were to ask you right now, what's your number? Which I ask my clients all the time, what's your number? Like, what's the level of revenue that if you created this, that money would no longer be a concern for you? What is that? What is it that you are intending to earn, to create? What is it that you're intending to change in your family as a result of that number? Does that make sense? Are you intending to be able to provide your parents with another level of support because they're older and they need care? Are you intending to be able to send your kids to the best private schools in the world? That's one of the things that I did. I've invested over $1 million just in elementary, middle, and high school, not counting college, to educate my kids. I intended to generate revenue so that I could change how I educated my kids. I wanted them to have that 3% education. I want you guys to lean into that. I didn't want my kids to have the education that 97% of individuals have. And I'm not saying this from arrogance. I'm saying this in terms of my intention. I hope you guys hear me on this, because that's one of the things. Why do you want to be the success that you want? Why do you want to hit six figures? Why do you want to hit six figures and beyond? What are you intending to do to change your life? Answer those questions as we go through it, because that's the very first thing. And the second thing that I want you to keep in mind is that every single thing that I do is driven by intention. See, a lot of people, what they wait for are calendar changes. Think about this. Observe the masses, do the opposite. It's a whole nugget. You should post it on your year, right? Observe what everybody else does and do the exact opposite. Because if you do what everybody else does, you'll live exactly like they live. For me, I just wanted to live like the 3%ers, okay? And I knew that starting, or my year with a calendar year, is not what people who are successful do. I'm breaking this all the way down. See, giants change their calendar because they show up. And I only work with giants. So there are two intentions that I think are really important. And I have some notes that I want to share with you. The first one is the intention to be clear. Okay. So clear about what, Mia? Clear about what you're selling, clear about why it's valuable, clear about what the transformation is, clear about who the audience is. So the truth of the matter is, the reason that you get support isn't because it's a weakness. It's because you want to get clear around these things. What are you selling? What's valuable about what you're selling? What's the transformation that you're providing? Who are you providing this to? You want to get clear on those things. And while you can work with ChatGPT and it can give you tons of great answers, it will never answer that for you. One of the things that I've learned through high-level mentorship is that when people are able to see me, know me, and experience me and my energy and my background, my gifts and my talents, there's a level of insight that I invest in so that I can see the things that I take for granted. And maybe, just maybe, what I'm saying to you is where you're at. If you're not selling what you're selling for $5,000 or more, 10 grand or more, 15,000 or more, 25,000 or more, $50,000 or more, go on, $100,000 or more per client, it is likely because you lack clarity in the areas that I just talked about. And I know this for sure, because when women come to me, often they are trading time for dollars. They're selling their time. They are not standing in their value because they actually don't know their value. Most people, their value has been determined by a market that has nothing to do with them. It's like a job title, a salary, right? A fee schedule. And it's not based on your ability to perform in any way. And you know what I'm saying? So a lot of times when we have to step outside of that realm and stand in our value and charge what we're worth, we're shaky around it. We're unfamiliar around it because we don't know other people that live and operate that way. And I want to tell you, in this upcoming year, if you want to hit six figures or more in this upcoming year, you got to think like a giant. And a giant literally is clear around who they're meant to serve, what their packages are, what the value of their transformation is, um, literally, what their value should be. And that's not something that's based on anything that's hype. Ask yourself right now, can I explain my offer in a sentence without rumbling? Can you? Okay. Does my positioning attract serious buyers, or does it attract bargain hunters, right? And watchers, people who just want to watch you? Or do you get DMs every day? I get DMs every single day for people who want to learn about my services. Why? Because I'm very clear who I work with: smart, sharp women, highly actionable, who are investment minded. And if you're not that way, I'm not for you, because how could I give you the best of what I do? I've helped my clients make multi-millions of dollars, and you want to get that for no investment. Just not, we're not congruent. I believe for sure that when people invest in what they want to change their life, that as a result of me giving you the best of what I have and I'll change your life, that my life should change too, right? That is the language that I speak. And I hope that's the language that you're speaking also with your clients. One thing that's really important is that you need to have clean counsel and a real plan. And a lot of people don't have that. And as a result of that, your counsel is murky. You got people who aren't courageous, aren't taking a stand for you, who aren't letting you know like what your full value is, who are letting you play scared. And I'm not interested in that. I want you to play full out. I want you to own what's great about you. I want you to own your bigness and your value. And yeah, it's going to scare you, but you can do it. I've watched so many women do it. All right, number two, the second thing that is really important as it relates to your intentionality is the intention to be seen, not liked, not supported, seen. Seen as an authority, because you're an authority. If you look at your talent, your background, your skills, all that you bring to the table, you are an authority. And so this idea of hiding or being afraid to show up, look, you got to have some accountability around that, someone that's shaking your shoulders around that, and asking you, commanding you to be the giant that you are. Look, there are people right now that are waiting on you to show up. There are people right now who have unresolved issues related to what you know how to solve very easily and effortlessly. And you're not benefiting anyone in the world by not showing up, by hiding, by making excuses, using your family as a shield, not making the investments that you need to make. And the truth of the matter is, it's what I see. I see really smart, educated, fully capable women who hide behind PhDs, MDs, JDs, all kinds of things, and 20 and 30 years of experience, because they are afraid to be seen. Why is that? Because they feel like they're too much, or maybe they've been around people to say you're extra, or all of the things that come with being a high achieving person. I know I called you all the way out, but I'm breaking it down. You need to be seen by the buyers who value results, because your brilliance and in being invisible doesn't allow, it doesn't work, right? When you are brilliant, you're meant to be visible. When you can create results for others, you're meant to be seen, not hidden. So visibility isn't really posting more, if that's what you think it is. Visibility, in my opinion, is being positioned correctly. And when you're being positioned correctly, you're having the right conversations. I want you to ask yourself the following things. Am I showing up where buyers actually exist? Are you? Okay. Am I inviting people into the next step, or am I just inspiring them? Look, I inspire people all the time. But the reality is that I'm not a motivational coach. I'm a business coach that has had the ability to help my clients make tens of millions of dollars. I've had the opportunity to help people take their intellect and package it, price it properly, position it, and find buyers. And I work with people who are ready to show up giant for themselves. Do you know how to pay me? Right? I want you to think about that, right? If I wanted to pay you right now, could I? Okay. Do you, right, or to book me? If I wanted to book you, could I book you right now? Okay, without guessing, without trying to figure it out. I find that so many people, they hide the money because they're afraid of being visible and they're afraid of asking for the sale. So therefore, it's a mystery. I just did this exercise with one of my clients recently who I was showing her how to package what she does for high ticket. She now has a high ticket offer. And I had her build out in advance, since we've just gotten a high ticket offer built, all of the processes that go along with that to be able to manage the sale. Because if you have intention to sell a high ticket offer, of course you've got the back end taken care of. And yet I meet with people all the time who are in business and they actually don't have a back end process to convert the sale. And I know I might be stepping on your toes right now, but I just want you to hear me. When your intention is clear and your intention is to be seen, these things are together. Selling high ticket becomes logical. It's not emotional. It's just what happens. And if you want to add another $100,000 in quarter one, I want you to hear me on this. That goal doesn't require you to become a different person. It requires you to be more of who you are. I hope that when you all hear my lives, they're not hyped lives. It's just me being me. When I'm done doing this live, I'm ready to go play Switch with my kids and beat them, because I came in second place yesterday bowling. I've never played it before, but I did. Okay. I want you to hear me that, you know what? Your goal doesn't require you to become different, because it makes room for you to be more of who you are, to go deeper in the things that you want to do, to have that time to be able to play with your kids and be there for your family. And it requires you to stop operating like success is optional. And so many people think success is optional, and that's why they want to wait until January 1st, until after the new year starts, to get started. If I tell you the number of messages that I've gotten around people, I'm going to check you out in the new year. It's like, cool, all right, but the new year starts right now. What you do right now, people who achieve significant success, they're already in motion. We're already doing it. We've got our plan laid out. And for those of you who are really looking to hit six figures or more in that first quarter, it's time, right, to do things differently. So here's the move for tonight. If you want quarter one to be your strongest quarter, and you would like, and you believe that you would benefit from having my eyes on your business, and looking at how you're packaging, pricing, positioning, and selling, I want you to just DM me here, Q1. DM me right now, Q1. And I'll tell you what's off. I'll tell you what to tighten. And I'll tell you what to do first, because that's my commitment. I want 20 women that I have the opportunity to run with in January who are investment minded, want to hit $100,000 or more. And here's the coolest part. One of the things that I know is that if you are the person that's willing to do the work, I've never had a failure. Never, ever. For people who are willing to do the work, you run the plays, I will tell you step by step. And if you don't hit that number, I'll work with you until you do, as long as you are doing and applying what I know will work. So here's the deal. You build it by moving with clarity, and I'll show you exactly how to do that around your packages, your pricing, your positioning. And I want you to know this, that I love you and I'm proud of you, because it takes a lot to be able to show up for yourself, especially during this time. I know you got cakes to bake, and you got things to clean, and you know what I mean, and trees to finish decorating. That's me. I got 2 trees this year, and one tree's done and the other tree's not, and gifts still need to be wrapped. But I still have the time for the things that matter the most. And what matters the most to me is seeing you change your life for the next 3 months. We go into the new year with momentum. So, I'll see you inside, because that's where the work happens, right? So be sure you can DM me Q1 if you want me to put my eyes on what you've got going on. Likely we'll end up in a quick chat, and I'll get a sense of what you do and what you want to do, and let you know if I can help you hit 6 figures or more in this upcoming quarter. And that's it. That's why I'm here tonight, right? So did you get value, or did you get value? And if you're just joining me, make sure you go back to the top of this. It was pretty good. I talked about the 2 things that you need that will drive your success when you have intention to create success this year. And it's definitely one of my best lives. So I love you guys. I hope you have a great and amazing night. Wish me luck. I'm getting ready to play Switch. Okay, Switch. I think that's what it's called, Switch. And I'm going to go bowl. And we played Monopoly last night to 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay. And that's a whole nother topic. But I came in second place for bowling last night. I'm going to beat them today. All right. I love you guys. I hope you have a great and amazing day. I don't know that I'll go live tomorrow, but I might. I'm here for you. I look forward to seeing your DMs, and I look forward to supporting you and hitting six figures or beyond in this first quarter. I love you. Talk to you soon.